Well, good afternoon, everybody. I was busy today. I found this old rack here, and it was a garden cart is what it was. And I ended up cutting that right in half and adding a piece of this strap here. That's the piece I cut off and it fell down there. But and I ended up making this. And I've got it all wire brushed and cleaned. It was kind of rusty, but that's the end I welded on. But now I've got a 24 by 26 inch square here, and this is going to be perfect for holding a couple gas cans and the generator. And like I told you guys before, I'm trying to save some bucks here, so I found a freebie thing and I'm turning it into something. And I think this will work just fine. It should be plenty strong enough. And I'm going to take that and mount it onto my rack over here. I'm going to mount it right onto that rack right there. Then we'll have a generator spot. I'll just have to get one of those covers for the generator later to protect it, since I'm going to leave it on there permanently. But did pretty good today. Took it easy. Took it one thing at a time, and I'm feeling pretty good today. Still got a little bit of an ache in my shoulder. That nerve just won't quit bugging me, but you know, I'm going to have to work with it. It's getting better every day, and moving around doesn't seem to hurt me, so you know, far as making it worse. So I think I'll just go ahead and keep on doing stuff and just kind of bear with it for a little bit. I'm going to, after this OSFO, I put OSFO on this thing. It's phosphoric acid. It's something I used back in my old body shop days when we used to strip cars. We would, and sandblast the rust areas, we would put this liquid OSFO and let it dry on there. It turns the metal black. And once this gets all etched in real good, I'm going to rub it over one more time with a Scotch-Brite pad on a wheel and smooth this thing out really good. And I'm going to undercoat the inside of it here, like with a bed liner type material. And the outside I'm going to spray shiny black like the bumper and the rest of the brackets. And I'm going to reshoot that bumper too. Make sure everything looks really nice when I'm finished. But that's what I've been up to today. And I'll keep showing you how this is going as we go along here. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Well, I scraped and I wire brushed and I ground and I sanded and done just about everything I could to this thing without spending too much time on it. And I got it clean enough that I put some stuff called Zero Rust on it. And I'm letting this dry, then I'm going to paint it black. So as soon as I get started with that, I'll show you what's happening. Sorry for the traffic noise, guys. I'm out here in front of the shop again, and this road is just really busy. Well, I got the first coat of black on it. Went on nice and smooth far as that goes. Nice thick enamel. I'm using a DeRusto product on it. Usually not my favorite stuff, but yeah, Rust-Oleum high performance enamel. It's supposed to be professional grade. You're supposed to be able to put it on industrial stuff, you know, so maybe it'll hold up, maybe it won't. But that's what I'm going to paint my bumper with too, so we'll just have to wait and see. We'll let this tack off a little bit and we'll put a second coat on it. Well, guys, if you had saw me painting this, you'd have cringed. I was really laying it to it. But I got a good 2 coats on there, really heavy coats. And I'm lucky I got a sunny day, because that would have been bad. Now, this whole inside of this thing, now that it's painted, I'm going to go ahead and tape off the outside edge, this edge right here. And where nothing will get on the outside, and I'm going to shoot the inside of this with an undercoating, heavy duty undercoating. And I think that'll work out pretty good. Okay guys, I got the texture coating on there. I don't know how well that'll show up, but I hope you can see it. See the texture to it? It's a rubberized plastic coating, and it was generally made for putting on like rocker panels for cars, like on the European cars especially. Stuff I had left over from a European company called Worth that I had on my shelf, but glad to find some good use for it. I think that's going to protect that really, really well. It's designed to stop rock chips from happening on the bottom of your car, but I think it'll work great for this. So I'm going to let this dry, and we'll take it back there and set it onto the rack, the bracketry. Then we'll have a complete rack after that. So I'm just blabbering. All right, I'll see you guys in a minute. Well, next to the Class 3 tow hitch I put in, I put these bolt-on D-rings, and these are rated at 3,600 pounds each, and I got 2 of them on here. Got one over there too, and they've got zinc bolts, and they're zinc plated, but they're steel, and they're welded. Where this comes together on the back side is welded there, so that's not going to come apart. But I didn't trust these two 7/16 inch bolts, and so I cleaned up the metal here on the bumper. Look who came to see me. Yeah, it's Ridley, buddy. Ridley boy, come here. It's all right. That camera's not going to hurt you. That camera's not going to hurt you, buddy. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, this is one of the strays that, oops, he's gone. It's all right, buddy. Back to what I was talking about here before I ran out of room on my camera. I had to do some backing up. I took the paint off this bumper, and I also ground this edge right here on this, ground all the zinc off of it, the plating, and I'm going to run a bead right across this, and I'm also going to do the same on the bottom side right across here. Right across here. Make sure these stay on here nice and tight. I cleaned the other one off, and I'm going to do the same thing over there. I am not going to weld on this thing. One thing, I don't want to heat the metal up all around the edge of it, make a weld around it. I just don't want to do it. I think it's stronger without it. Just me, maybe. But I want to be able to take that off and change it if I want to do something different later on, if I want to put a heavier duty unit on the bottom or something, so like a Class 5 or a Class 4. But for right now, this is going to haul my Jeep. It's going to be plenty strong enough. I'm going to weld these on, so these will be plenty strong enough, and I think we're in good shape here. I'm going to get this welding done. I'm going to bring that rack over, and we're going to set it there, and we're going to bolt that down, and we're going to bring the generator around and sit in there, see how things look. And I need to order up a cover from Honda for that, and I need to order up some cables for right here, the tow cables, and I also need to order up the hitch for the Jeep, the tow bar hitch. And I got to get that all hooked up. So we got a lot to look forward to here, and I'll see you guys in a second. Well, I mounted this up finally. I got it all bolted on, and I resprayed the whole bumper. I got the thing taped up, and I reshot it. 3 more coats on top of the original 3 coats I put on there. I've got the eyelets. They're all welded on now and bolted. I repainted that too, just to make sure. And yeah, I got it all pretty good now. So that's what I've got for the back of the bus. So I'm glad you guys came along with me on this one, and maybe we learned a little something. Who knows? I learn a little something every time I do one of these. Okay. So I guess we're going to go ahead and call an end to this video. And there's the old bus in the garage there. That's its home right now. But yeah, so we're going to call it an end to this video. And the next one, we'll go ahead and get the generator put on there. And I've got to modify the bed still. And we'll see you guys later. Ew, I got to wash my hand too. Okay, bye everybody.